So, Montreal.
Montreal.
Okay, so if the Montreal representatives come forward, we'll load up the pack.
Hello, and soon, welcome to Montreal. We'll be happy to have all of you there. First, I'd like to have everyone introduce themselves, say who they are and what they're doing.
Let's see.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Cunningham. I'm the DH for Member Services.
Why doesn't it show? Wait a minute.
Kate Wood, DH for events. I swear I'm not angry. I'm Linda Deneroff. I'm the WSFS DDH in Montreal. And the other DH for Member Services is Jody Goldashall.
Wait a minute. I cannot get up there.
And Bruce Farr, the co-chair for the convention, along with Darren Briskman, who is my other half of the co-chair.
Just pause for one moment while we get the slides.
Okay.
Up and moving.
Let's see if I can just take.
There you go.
Yeah, here it is.
They're on the Zoom, and of course, Carolina.
Yes, it's me. I'm going to be the DH of the home services.
Next slide, please. And of course, we have to say thank you. This is not just a myth that Canadians are polite and that sort of thing. We really do thank you. And we wish to also thank those who worked very hard on the bid. You can see a full list of everybody there. Bid members are on the right, of course. The ending bid members who are heading the bid are listed there. And we're sponsored by SMOFCon, which also sponsored the 2009 Worldcon in Montreal Anticipation. Same not-for-profit, which is not the same as a charity in the US, but it is still a not-for-profit.
Zoom is not seeing the slides.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's push on if we will. Again, thanks once more. Always worth saying. Next thing is going to have Linda talk about the membership rates.
Hi. I'm going to have to read this, unfortunately, because I don't have it memorized. The dollar amounts I'm about to give you are Canadian, and understand that that's about 0.74 cents per US dollar. And
No.
I thought we had krona on here, but I'm not seeing the printout.
Oh, this is the old
This is the old version.
Yeah.
Okay. A full membership.
Got it now.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
So you can see the rates up there. It's $250. A full membership includes your WSFS rights. For YA, that's $200, including WSFS, and those ages are between 18 and 30. $90 for teen, ages 12 to 17. They can also purchase a WSFS membership for an additional $70. A child's membership is $45, ages 8 to 12. Again, WSFS optional is another $70. Children in tow under age 8 are comped. A WSFS membership alone is $70. And membership currently have 395 attending and 497 WSFS only. And the amounts above again are in Canadian dollars.
Thank you, Linda. Okay, next slide. We have three basic tenets that we're working under. This kind of gives us a general guideline for what we feel we need to do, among other things, to be successful. First of all, the first tenet is we're not really a Canadian Worldcon, we're a Worldcon, naturally. We do wish to emphasize Canadian content, authors, scientists, etc. Next, we want to expand the legacy of Worldcon and do things to kind of help standardize things a little bit more, explore tools that we already use rather than inventing new ones. We want to perfect those that are there. Next slide. I'm going to do a quick summary then.
It is.
Go for it. I'll talk to it. Jeff Jocks is our
Changing slides on Zoom, but not on there.
he's our guest of honor, one of our guests of honor. runs the webcomic questionable
Extra.
content. Chris Barkley, who probably most of you know and love, as our fan guest of honor. Yves Maynard publishes both in French and English, has lots of books out. And Jo Walton, who all of us in Montreal especially love because she's very much a native Montrealer, runs or helps run Simulation to one of our local conventions.
Oh, sorry. Generally, it is in Zoom meeting has changed slides, but not here up here.
Okay, we'll go talk about the leadership. Again, myself and Darren. And the question and answer section has detail on us, so you can find out a little bit more about us and the leadership. Just to read off real quick. Lynn Deneroff is the head of DDH for WISPAS. Z-Bang is doing the tech. Kate Wood, events. Diane Lacey, exhibits. Joni Brill-Dashoff is doing member services. Todd Dashoff, WISPAS. Andrew Jones is doing the communications. Member of the executive team who assists the chairs. Carolina is doing the convention services. Sean McCoy is doing facilities. Caitlin is doing the member services. Lexi is doing finance and is also a member of the executive committee. And Carl Fink is doing the program. And I think for sake of time, I'm going to just very quickly center on a few things that we need in the way of additional help. One thing is no big secret, we need help for website development. Anyone who knows website development well wants to help, we'd love to have some help. We're right now doing a rev on the website. It's almost done, not done yet. We recognize that that's an important thing. One of the Canadian things is, sorry, we're not happy about ourselves. The other things we need is help. We're going to be kicking off program, the infrastructure for it in the coming weeks. So we especially need ideas, team, and guide people. And in fact, all the areas you see there. And appended to the questionnaire section is the current committee structure. So you can see where we need help. And help us, please. We'd love to have some help. Love to have you included. Current projects. Some of the things we're doing is we identified opportunities to improve the agreements with the Party Hotel and Headquarters Hotel, which is the Westin. We just got a lockdown at $20,000 improvement in the rate of the facilities, which is kind of a nice thing. LA Congress, which is the convention center. We're improving the deposit schedule from some of the money post-convention, so some grants we get can offset our expenses. As said, we're working on getting the website developed and fixed. We're starting the timeline and budget process in January. We're trying to kick that off a little bit early. We're very interested in Francophone committee recruitment. We've reached out to local convention and also to the French bid people to include them in our convention. And we're going to be pursuing 3 additional guests. And of course, the version. I don't know if you were able to show this, but I'll speak to it. Hotel rooms. The convention, a lot of questions are always around, hey, can I get a hotel room close to the convention center? Well, in this case, we're kind of blessed in that we have 7 hotels, which are next door to the convention center, including the Headquarters Hotel, including the Intercontinental, which is the second of our 3 biggest hotels. All of our accommodation rooms practically are right next to the hotel. So we're a very good location for that. And lastly, I want to speak to the convention center. Those of us who were at participation, I'm sure remember the facility. General layout is we have about 50,000 square feet of convention space for exhibits. We have a room with seat over 3,000 for Hugos, et cetera, for major events. We have enough room for up to 30 tracks to program. And we go in questions.
For the technical glitches, and you're okay if the pack is shared with the
Yeah.
SMOFCon membership?
Please.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll share the back afterwards as well, so you can know what you were talking about. So we'll go to questions.
Yeah, I just want to point out, the package has a lot of additional material. So some of the questions might be answered through that added material as well, including layouts and stuff about Montreal, airfare, stuff like that. Questions? Well, I know there are questions, don't be shy.
We'll keep the question.
Well,
Okay, question.
okay. Questions?
There we are, that's better. To support people visiting from abroad who need a visa, will you be doing anything to help them, especially with regard to letters of invitation or other official support?
Definitely, we
Please repeat the
will.
question.
Okay, question is, are we going to be doing things to assist people who are applying through visas, et cetera, to attend the convention? What are we going to be doing to help them enter Canada and get necessary paperwork? Yes, we'll have, in fact, someone already assigned. We're going to be working on that quite a bit.
Any other questions? See one in the middle?
We have another question here. First question's online too.
Hi, I have some concerns. Will you be considering digital accessibility in terms of, you've had a website that isn't accessible for screen readers for months because it's purely images. Will you be thinking about making sure in the future, not just the website, but your publications are accessible?
Repeat the question.
Hi, she's asking about accessibility of website and the digital publications. I can't at this point speak to the digital publications, but the website, we are very aware of the screen reader situation, and we are working very hard to make sure that it is more accessible. And if there is something that you see in the website, the new one when it comes up, that isn't working the way that you think it should, please let us know, because we would be make every effort to update it to make it more accessible.
Okay, but just adding any plain text to the current one, it doesn't need to look pretty. And I think the report would be great.
Hold on a second, please.
All the publications will be available digitally. We're planning to do PDFs of everything, and if we need to, we can do other formats.
So I don't know if that came across the Zoom, but all the publications will be available digitally in a PDF. Okay, questions? I think there's another one.
Other questions? Or how about online?
Somebody over there has a question.
Nothing online? Over here?
Yeah.
The one. Thank you.
I just wanted to say this because I don't want Emily to have to say it, because she said it too often. PDFs aren't accessible, they're not enough. You need to do more. You need more and wider publications. You can't just make PDFs of print publications and call it that is unacceptable.
Yeah, we're aware.
Yeah, we're aware that PDFs per se are not accessible, which is what the question was about. We will be doing more around that area. Now, by the way, the person who's handling accessibility in general is Linda Ross Mansfield. She'll be advocating for that particular set of concerns.
Any other questions? I'm not seeing any online. Oh, yeah, down here. Keep
I
talking.
think the microphone's dying.
Keep talking.
Will there be an online component of them? Or are you just in person?
Yeah, and the question is, will there be a robust online presence? And we will be doing our very best to meet and exceed prior standards set by other, very good standards set by other conventions. I can't give detail yet. We will be in the coming weeks giving some detail.
Any other questions?
Hats off to LA on the robust.
Sorry, apologies if I missed it. Sorry, apologies if I missed it. And what's specifically any thoughts there on online versus person?
Absolutely, excellent question. Are we going to have a online business meeting?
Repeat the
When
question.
give this to the, well, that was the question was, are we going to have an online business meeting? I just said.
We haven't yet made a decision. We're going to wait until after LACon and then announce.
Microphone said you're gonna have to shout.
Last time, Worldcon, bilingual, the French.
The question is, to what extent will we have francophone tracks or information, presentations, et cetera, at our Worldcon? We will have some francophone tracks. We actually had too many is the feedback we got in 2009. But what's nice is the technology has improved to the point where we can capture English and translate it into French. So we're going to have monitors as the current plan in each room, which will give not only the literal, just what the person's saying in, say, English, and then it will have the French translation down below. So each room will have a monitor giving the translations. So everything should be accessible to people who are francophone as well as English. Any other questions, anyone? Have any microphone? Thank you. Everything? I think we're good. Sounds good. Thank you, everyone. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you.